Hey, this is Dave of Dave Trains, and this is layout update number 26. It's been a long time getting here. Been really busy trying to paint our house, and the weather has not cooperated. It's been extremely hot, and plus got to do a lot of high ladder work too. It's been difficult. And this past week I worked a few more hours than normal, so it's been a challenge to get in here, and usually a lot of times at the end of the day I'm really not in the mood to work on it. But I have done some things that I want to share with you, so let me turn this camera off and turn it around and show you the progress that I've made. Alright, so you can see I finished the propane area. Got all my fencing completed. Made a little gate. Remember last time I used bridle ribbon and some, I guess, 003 steel rod, and worked out pretty good. I was going to put a few more details on the gate, but I went up to Hobby Lobby. They didn't have anything, so I just went ahead and finished it. I don't have any signs yet for the tanks. I thought I had some, but I don't. I saw a video some time ago. A gentleman basically printed out his signs and used Mod Podge to glue it on his buildings, and I'm going to try that, and we'll see how it goes. Definitely need a few more details, some trucks, maybe some people. You know, just buy what you can as you go. The other thing I did is I went over here and finished this area of the little chemical supply company. I have a good friend named, well, I won't tell you his name. I don't want his name known, but he had owned a plating supply company called Southeastern Chemical, and so I asked him if I could name my little building. After that, he said he could, and so Doug, you're famous now, whether you like it or not. But you know, basically put in some nice grass area that Doug would keep mowed, and not sure about fencing or not. This chain link fence was just a real pain to make. I may just leave that open, maybe do some bushes or something right there. You know, when you look at scale of buildings, this is a German model that's supposed to be in scale, and it's a little bit smaller than like design preservation, but the scale for this building and the propane tanks and the little hut I've got here look very similar. So as long as you've got some areas separating your buildings, I think you can get away with that. So the other thing that I did is I'm going to move this camera. Hopefully you won't get seasick. And over in this area is the little dry goods warehouse and feed mill or grain storage area that I am building. When my wife's parents passed away, we went through their stuff, and I found an old receipt of items purchased, and the store that that they bought some things from was actually like a dry goods and a feed mill together. So I'm going to use that name for this building over there. So hopefully my experimentation with the propane tanks will bear fruit, and I won't have a big mess on this other building over there. Finally, the last thing I did, someone on eBay was selling a collection, and they had a lot of L&N, and of course I bid on a lot of it, what I could, and didn't win but one thing. and I got another 1201. I already have this, but some of the rails are broken and the horn's broken off. And what I did is, the gentleman at the hobby store that I go to is still going to do decoders, and I always like to support the local hobby shop. And so what I did is I purchased another decoder. He installed it into this new engine, but what I wound up doing is just taking the shell off of the engine that I installed and putting on this one. It runs tremendously better. Matter of fact, it's the other not the Arnold, but the other locomotive you see running runs so much better. So I think when I did my decoder install, I might have messed the frame up. So right now, repairing this one or getting another shell for it, or another body, I guess. Well, yeah, I guess a die-cast shell is such a low profile. So let me bring this back out and move down here. Yeah, hopefully try to go as smooth as possible. So this area down here, I've got to figure a way out to connect this area to over here, because remember the mail call, the sign that I won, I want to have somehow to link that in to build a diner. I've got an idea of what I'm going to build, but at this moment I'm not taking any measurements, pictures. It's one it's been out of business for a long time, but I think it'll look pretty good if I can do it. I'm not as good at scratch building, but we're gonna give it the best shot. So really, that's all that I have done this last couple of weeks. I'd like to give some more, get some more done. Hopefully, I can. I'm getting pretty close on the house, depending on the weather. So let me turn this off here and get back with you. Well, that's all the update I've got. It's done a tremendous amount of work. Like I said, I've been very busy with painting the house and had to work a few extra hours this past week. But slowly but surely, I guess. There's no time limit. When you're retired, you can go at your own pace. And even then, I guess sometimes it's a little bit slower than you want. But anyway, as always, if you want to follow along on this little N-Scale journey of mine, please hit that subscribe button and ring the little bell for notifications for future videos. And please, if you like the video, hit a thumbs up and leave a comment. I enjoy the comments. Try to answer them as soon as possible. Not always timely, but I do get to them all. As always, you have a great week. Thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.